Francisco is asking, how can one respond to persons citing Leviticus and Corinthians text condemning homosexuality?
Yeah, so all these Bible passages that people throw at you, I think really need to be understood in their historical context, right? I mean, Leviticus and Deuteronomy, and even the stuff from the New Testament where Paul talks about it, once or twice, has to be understood in the historical context, right? The Bible is written in a particular time. It's the inspired word of God, but it is written certainly in a particular time and in a particular historical context. Certainly in Old Testament times, they didn't understand the phenomenon of homosexuality and bisexuality, I would say, as we do today. I also like to say that there's a lot of other stuff in Leviticus that we, sort of understand in its historical context, like what kind of slaves can we have, that kind of stuff. Whether or not we can wear certain kinds of clothes, whether or not our crops can be next to one another. We don't look at those passages in an ahistorical way, so why should we look at passages on homosexuality in that way? And I'd also like to say that in his long ministry, his 3-year public ministry, Jesus says nothing about the topic. So when people use those arguments at you...
All right. So let's talk about this. So the historical context argument. I mean, this is not this is not one or twice or two. First of all, it's not once or twice in the history of humanity. We have Sodom and Gomorrah. We have the Lord referring to Sodom and Gomorrah. So it's wrong. He makes a mistake here. The Lord referred to it and clearly acknowledged that it was a reality and that God punished them. And so the idea that the church here and there have historically limited perspectives is nonsense. And the church has been consistent for 2,000 years, saint after saint after saint. The revelation is not limited in the Orthodox Church. Revelation is not limited to only that which is written in the scriptures, because God does not stop speaking to his people and has been speaking to the saints and through the saints and through the ecumenical councils for 2,000 years. We're not like waking up from a stupor of 1,000 years of ignorance for science to enlighten us what it means to be saved, what it means to be healed. That's what's ultimately at stake here. What they want to make it about is opinions or statements about homosexuality. What's always at stake is what does it mean to be healed? What does it mean to be whole? What does it mean to be regenerated, transfigured? Because that's what you're implying here, that's reconcilable with sodomy, with homosexuality, and with probably a lot of other things that the society is going to be pushing soon, undoubtedly. Is that the truth? The church has answered this again and again and again. The fathers of the saints, the scriptures are not silent. This is just not honest, what he's saying here.